Ignore my extremely loud AC. I know it's a problem. So today we're looking at a scenario where Greenland invades Denmark, and that obviously brings what? Greenland invades Iceland, which brings Denmark into the worry because Greenland is an autonomous region of Denmark, or the Kingdom of Denmark, I should say. So we're gonna be doing a video where this happens. So this is so Greenland can finally actually have some green in it because the names are confusing. Just look it up. And with this, we have Sweden being Sweden and declaring war on Denmark because they hate them with every part of their being. So first, we have Greenland going into Iceland as an extremely underdefended country with one of the weakest armies in the world. Um, and Swedish troops haven't finished moving into the country yet. We see all the northern coast of Iceland being lost, and the country split into two, with it being slowly wiped out and the capital being taken. So with this, we have the extremely quick fall of Iceland. And now there's a train coming by. What a freaking resume I have. With this, we have Greenland deciding to take matter. We have Greenland deciding to take matters into their own hands and invade Denmark. In the meantime, we see the invasion of this weird Denmarky island here, and Copenhagen is being threatened. A fierce defense is able to stop the Swedish troops from going into the building. Though that the Denmarky palace. Why not? So with this, we have about 60% of Denmark being lost, but they have a plan, and that is to invade Sweden before they can be annexed. With this, we have an invasion of Sweden on their coast, of the what's this area called? I don't care. I don't care. We have Denmark traveling up the Norwegian border, and eventually the front line looks something like this, as Sweden as this surprise attack onto Sweden. Well, they knew they would attack, but they didn't know it would be here. Whatever. With this, we have Sweden pulling out some troops to go fight the Denmark soldiers in their area, and we see in Sweden's plans to liberate Iceland have failed for now, as they can't even access it. We have Sweden carefully causing a spearhead, splitting the troops into two, and pushing back up their coast and down. With this, we have Sweden gathering their naval forces to make an invasion into Iceland, as it is seen as a priority. We have the invasion be met on their eastern areas, and eventually we see the close up to the capital, with about 40% of the country being taken. We see a massive spearheaded encirclement and a cutoff of Greenlandish troops. With this, Greenland decides to make a counteroffensive into the area. With this, Sweden just runs with their own by taking over almost all of the northern coast. Actually, wait, that is all of it. Dang it. Sorry if I sound awful. I'm just tired. Okay. I do mapping videos for a living. I mean, not really, but you know what I mean. With this, we have all of the Denmark troops in Sweden deciding to surrender, and with this, all the countries are exhausted, as none of these countries are extremely well defended, other than Sweden, I guess you could say, because Greenland is all it's just a sheet of ice at this point. Well, it won't be in a few years. Haha, global warming joke funny. But the only ones that are really defended here is Denmark and Sweden, and they're the ones mainly fighting, so it's not much going on, okay? They're both equally matched. So with this, we have Sweden calling on its ally of Norway, into the war. And also, by the way, in this scenario, the EU, and NATO do not exist in this scenario for simplicity reasons. I think their capital is here. With this, Denmark goes back in to try to look to resupply Copenhagen, which they're able to do successfully, and they kick Swedish troops out into Germany. With this, Norwegian troops finally arrive in Denmark, and they're able to capture the capital of Copenhagen. Norway makes an offensive in the northern part of Denmark, and we see the eventual collapse of the Danish government. Swedish troops go from the south, while the Nordics, I should say, is it Norse? Yeah, Norse, whatever. They go up the north to the northern north. With this, we have the plan to liberate Iceland fully. And with this, we see the dart to the capital, and it's able to be retaken. We have the eventual wipeout of the few Greenland troops that are still remaining, as most of them have left and surrendered. Now we see the eventual invasion of Greenland. The plan is to capture the coast and seize the capital. With this, we have naval invasions all across the only green parts of Greenland. Um, and we also see a bit of a bulge, but it doesn't really go anywhere. We see an invasion on this one little peninsula right here, and another one. With this, the capital is extremely threatened, and it is eventually encircled and wiped out, leading to the eventual collapse. More of the Greenland coast is taken away from them, but it gets harder and harder to invade as it gets more icy. Greenland decides to try to put up a counteroffensive just to do anything they can to save their government, but it's useless. And eventually, we have to surrender of all the country of the red team. So with this, peace treaties are drawn up. What we first see is Iceland getting parts of Greenland, which takes their capital with it, and Greenland becoming fully independent from Denmark. We have Sweden getting Copenhagen and Norway getting the rest of Denmark. So that was what if Greenland attacked Iceland? I was bored, okay.